Oh, champ. Yeah, with another one. Look, man, we gonna find out about this baby oil. They saying that the baby oil is spiked. Did he spike that baby oil? What did he spike it? We're also gonna talk about Justin Bieber and his relationship. What the hell happened to Justin Champ? And then we're gonna talk about the grill. If you don't know who the grill is, we're gonna be talking about him soon too. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure y'all share the video. We're gonna get to that theme music. It's the mayor. Stop playing. Let's get it. Let's go. Come on, gang. Let's do it.
Yo, Poops. Mornings was hash browns. Yeah, niggas, yeah. Yo, I can have a brand new start again. As long as LA ain't cheap with the marketing. As long as my fan base know I'm a part of them. Speak from the heart again. Low button down with the cardigan. 1.5 with the grain, half moon part again. Stayed on top cause I outsmarted them. Everybody's a rat. Yes, this is the part of them. Political forever, but it's back to the art again. Blessing your speaker. The dope costs less cause it's weaker. My hustle game was best off the beeper. Out in the world, nigga won't hug you. Over the phone in jail, he tell you that he love you. Probably go further and get a nigga to plug you. Murder in the first, it's nothing for me to snub. Had me going to court the whole last year. One layer player over the cashmere. Different type of nigga, I love what y'all fear. Love different type of money, come get it, it's right here. 50% is ass, 50% is queer. So that's why whenever you see me, I'm over there. Whole nother bracket, full metal, whole nother jacket. Kill him twice, whole nother ratchet. Little niggas be so faded, they don't even know the dope fiends relocated. The hood is like tires that need to be rotated. And high speed balance, getting money's a high speed challenge. Come on, nigga, why you think I speak balance? Party with gorillas and killers that move silent. 25 to life for a casket, you lose talent. Loaded 45 in a mask, now Duke Stalin. That's only for a minute till they troop them to the Allen and the Bloods tear them up or the Brooklyn niggas are pound them. You know my style, like to leave them like I found them. Raw day on his block, leaking like a fountain. Leak don't make sense for Obama to win. Hillary getting the votes from your mama.
Goddamn button! Push a goddamn button! Push a goddamn button! Push a goddamn button!
It's the mayor. Welcome to Showface News. You call me what you want, just don't call me woke. You're not rocking with the town favorite, Showface News. It's Big Gotham. And you already know it's the town versus everybody at all times. Make sure y'all hit the like. Make sure y'all share the video. We back again with another one. What about this baby oil, champ? What about this baby oil? Oh, champ, what's going on with the oils? All right, now look, man. I had a feeling that something was up, all right, with this so-called baby oil Rico and all that. Like, come on, y'all just taking baby oil, or is there something in there that y'all trying to inspect? All right. Make sure y'all hitting the like and share the video as we get into the content. Salute to the chat. Remember, we bring facts over here. These aren't lies, champ. All right. The mayor doesn't lie to Gotham. Take a look.
Oil. Why would the FBI confiscate over 1,000 bottles of baby oil? I'm sorry, but it was GHB. So what does it look like? In its liquid form, GHB looks like water. It has no smell and is tasteless or has a slightly salty or solvent taste that can be easily masked. So let's be honest. In that baby oil, it was literally spiked with GHB. What is GHB, you may ask? So GHB it literally produces the feelings of euphoria, relaxation, and sociability, and an increased sex drive, which was very needed at these freak-offs of Diddy's parties. So it is a potent sedative causing users to lose consciousness and fall into a deep sleep from which they may not wake up for several hours. When in a GHB sleep, people may have trouble breathing and convulsions can occur. GHB liquid form allows it to be slipped into drinks, and its sedative effects prevent victims from resisting sexual assault. GHB can also cause amnesia, meaning that when people recover from the drug's effects, they may not remember what happened. It was not baby oil, it was GHB in them thousands of bottles of baby oil. Because like I said, why would the FBI take all them bottles if it was only just baby oil.
It ain't just baby. I don't think it's just baby. They put something in there, gang, right? They put something in there. GHB, ABC, 1, 2, 3. They put that in there, gang. All right? Red fish, blue fish. They put it in, all right? They put it in the oil, champ. The oil is tainted. They did something to the baby oil, gang, all right? By the way, yes, you can indeed, all right? You can indeed have a reaction to a substance if it is rubbed onto your skin, all right? If it is rubbed onto your skin, you can also get lifted from it. Let's just put it like that. There's also effects that do happen when such substances are placed into an oil. All right, just saying. He spiked the oil. The oil allegedly is spiked. All right, because guess what? The Fed didn't just take no oil for no reason, gang. They suspect something is in there. I'm gonna assume that, right? Because who's just gonna take baby oil? Like, oh, we're gonna take olive oil from your crib. Like, that's the same thing. Like, yeah, we just gonna take away all the olive oil because we gotta confiscate that. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Something's up. Something's going on with it. All right. I'm just saying. Make sure y'all smashing the like. Can we get the likes up? Can we share the video? Let's continue. Come on, gang.
It is not. If it was only baby oil, let's be honest, many celebrities would be making jokes about the baby oil at these parties, but they haven't, which really leads me to believe that it's GHB, and then they were not even aware that they had been drugged via the baby oil.
So here we are. This is the crib of the diddler, all right? This is his crib, how they broke it, what it looked like, all right? This is all the essential items that they seen when they broke into the crib, all right? A storage room. Who knows what's in here, gang? They might have seen some tapes. Might be where all the tapes is at, all right? And things like that, all right? We all around the Diddy crib. Now, I don't know which crib this is, all right? Don't know which crib this is, but apparently this is the storage rooms of freak off activity, apparently, according to what they're saying, okay? All right, make sure I get the likes up and share the video. Some interesting items here. Interesting items available here. Let me just say that. All right, and this is all in Diddy's spot, right? I don't know which spot specifically this is. Could be Miami, could be LA, might be LA, maybe LA. That also got raided, so we don't know exactly which property this is, but we know there's definitely something going on here, and they still investigating what's happening. You dig? But yeah, get them likes up, gang. Smash that like. But yeah, things is getting spooky, gang.
Diddy's lawyer had this
Hey, this is Diddy's lawyer here talking about baby oil.
to say about why he had so much baby oil.
How do you explain the baby oil and the 1,000 bottles of baby oil?
I don't think it was 1,000. I think it was a lot. I mean, there's a Costco right down the street. You know, I think Americans buy in bulk, as we know. And you know, this is consensual adults doing what consensual adults do.
Imagine being a parent and shopping at the same Costco as Diddy, and there's just never any baby oil. And you're like, where the is all the baby oil? Diddy's out here just having daily slip and slide parties with Meek Mill. Meanwhile, the Costco never has any goddamn baby oil. And there's just no way to convince me that this is a coincidence. You're gonna try and tell me that it's just a coincidence that Johnson & Johnson are filing for bankruptcy after their #1
Costco's don't sell baby oil, champ. Costco's don't sell baby oil. It says none of their U.S. locations carry baby oil. Costco's don't sell any, champ. Now, if you want to talk about third-party sites, like if there's a Costco site where you can order them online and they have a third party, that's different. But the actual Costco stores do not carry any baby oil, champ. There's no oils there. I mean, they have oils. It's just not baby oil, champ. Might be cooking oil. Might be vegetable oil. It ain't baby oil. They don't got freaks. There's no Freaksman. They don't sell Freaksman products at Costco, champ. Costco doesn't have a Freaksman section. By the way, man, maybe Walmart got a Freaksman section. But Costco don't got a Freaksman section, champ. All right? That's what they said. Costco's don't got a Freaksman section in their stores. All right? In their locations. All right? There's no Freaksman oils, none of that, champ. They don't have it. They don't sell. They don't carry Freaksman. All right, they don't got that. All right, hit the like, share the video, Let's continue. Oh, champ. Oh, I skip. Oh, champ, I skip way back. My bad. There we go. Back to the baby oils.
That Johnson & Johnson are filing for bankruptcy after their #1 customer gets put in jail. Something about this man's response and that smile just tells me that he's been to a couple of those Diddy parties. Acting like it's a normal thing to have an excessive amount of baby oil. You know how long it takes to go through baby oil? Like even one of those like little travel sized baby oils would probably take a couple months at least for any regular human to go through with daily use. And let me just give a quick shout out to Diddy. You know, sick man, but it has been way too easy to farm Diddy content. I've gotten like 10 million views in just 1 week from straight Diddy content. So comment your best Diddy joke, hit that like and follow button for me. I've made my own wallet company. It's in my showcase.
We don't care about your wallet company, champ, but salute to you for providing information. All right, we don't give a damn about none of your wallets that you created, champ. I don't give a damn about none of those wallets, champ. But Diddy actually went to the awards years and years ago, thanking Johnson & Johnson for whatever reason. I don't know. This is kind of crazy, gang. Take a look at this.
First off, I'd like to thank my sponsors, Johnson & Johnson. For decades, they've been helping me slide past resistance. You know, people always ask me how I do it. It really comes down to one thing. Never take no for an answer. My mentors like Jay-Z, Michael Jackson, and R. Kelly always told me no, it's just yes in disguise, and I truly believe that. Also, big ups to my man Bill. He's been coming to the parties since that Monica thing, and he's always kept me out of trouble.
Oh, champ. A lot of key words you got there, gang. You've been sponsored by Johnson & Johnson. Oh, the baby oil definitely real now, huh? He's definitely been the #1 baby oil customer for 20 years running, right? For years. 20 plus years of baby oil purchasing, all right? He's clearly the #1 person. Clearly the #1 customer. God says his sponsor, Johnson & Johnson, gang. All right? Is it AI? I don't know. Y'all think this is AI or not? What y'all think, Ken? This AI, is this confirmed AI, champ? I don't know. I seen it roaming around, champ. I seen it roaming around. Whoever did this, I don't know, gang. What do y'all think? AI
First
or
off,
not?
I'd like to thank my sponsors, Johnson & Johnson. For decades, they've been helping me slide past resistance. You know, people always ask me how I do it. It really comes down to one thing. Never take no for an answer. My mentors like Jay-Z, Michael Jackson, and R. Kelly always told me no, it's just yes in disguise, and I truly believe that. Also, big ups to my man Bill. He's been coming to the parties since that Monica thing, and he's always kept me out of trouble.
Hold on, gang. Wait a minute. How do we find out if it's AI? Hey, look, I ain't saying it's real, gang. Maybe it's AI. I seen it going around though. But you know, y'all, some of y'all think that the Meek Mill and Diddy audio was real. That's definitely AI. That didn't even sound like Meek, and it definitely didn't sound like Diddy at all. It just sounded like a bunch of random mooks. It sounded like a bunch of random mooks. All right. Sponsored by Johnson & Johnson is crazy. What could anybody tell me what's the real, like, where did he actually do this at? I want to see the real thing. Where was this? Does anybody know where he actually did this? Is my question. Does anybody know what's the real one? I don't know, gang. Man said he was sponsored by Johnson & Johnson. It's probably fake. But what is the name of this where he actually did this is what I'm trying to figure out. That's what I'm trying to find out. Like, what's the name of it? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Probably fake. All right. Let's just say that. Probably fake. All right. But putting GHB in the baby oil is pretty insane. I will say that. That's crazy, all right? Let's get to the content. So we're about to put out all of the celebrities that put Diddy out there, that exposed Puff. We're about to get into that. Make sure y'all hit the like, share the video. Let's continue, gang. Come on, y'all.
Says There are so many victims.
Welcome to Ms. Mojo. And today, we're looking at celebrities who spoke out against Sean Combs, aka P. Diddy, before his 2024 arrest and indictment.
We're just starting to scratch the surface of what this case, this case is going to touch and involve.
Kanye West. In retrospect, we should have read between the lines whenever somebody described a Puffy party. In a 2014 episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Khloe recalled attending a Diddy party where everyone was, quote, butt naked.
Stop talking. We met Chloe's new crew of friends. And all I said was, yes. And then I stopped. All I said was yes.
Khloe's former brother-in-law, Kanye West, also made comments concerning Diddy that read differently now. In 2022, West called Sean Combs a, quote, fed, claiming he had sold people out to spare himself from jail time.
That's why you gotta come at me, because part of the deal for you to be a do-all-that and get out of jail is that you promise that you're gonna go pull my co-car.
Since West is infamous for...
I remember this time, man. Yeah. Kanye was wilding, still wilding right now. He never stopped wilding. Now he has, some type of addiction to vitress. We can't say the word. Let's just call it vitress. All right. Man's bugging out, been bugging out, right? I don't think Khloe Kardashian was talking about a puff party when she was having that discussion too. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't think she was talking about a puff party to be exact. I'm just saying. Smash the like button, share the video. Let's continue. Come on, gang.
Making wild, often unfounded accusations, these statements initially blended in with his other tirades. Even now, it's hard to say if West's allegations were authentic. Given Combs' current legal issues, though, West's words feel like a warning, whether or not he truly had any inside information.
I don't know if it's a party. I'm saying that metaphorically. You know what I'm saying?
But you've heard about the parties that everyone are talking about. But you've never got invited to them. So
I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know what the party. That's how far out of it I am.
Usher. When he was just getting his foot in the music industry's door, a 13-year-old Usher spent a year living with Combs. Usher opened up about this experience in a 2016 interview with Howard Stern.
Does he have you doing any chores? Are you doing dishes at all? I mean, to keep you humble somewhat? Or are you just like, can you stay up till 4 a.m. with them and party?
I mean, I could. I actually stayed up longer than them.
Although he made it sound like a blast, Usher hinted at something more disturbing beneath the surface. Usher said that he didn't, quote, understand what he was even looking at, and, quote, very curious things were taking place.
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it. And it was but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at.
Perhaps most telling, Usher made it clear that he wouldn't want his children attending, quote, puffy camp like their father. Regardless, Usher's protege, Justin Bieber, would spend 48 hours with Combs. It may just be speculation, but a fake phone number that Bieber later gave Combs now reads like a cry for help.
I mean, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot, but you never really got my number, so.
Right. Okay.
My number?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you my number.
Yeah.
It's 555.
Yes. Okay.
5555.
Mace. In addition.
Told that nigga 55. He purposely gave that nigga wrong. Yo, bro. He gave that nigga the wrong number. 5555555, gang. You about to call a lawyer. He gave you a lawyer's number. By the way, nigga. You called a lawyer. He gave you a lawyer's contact. I mean a commercial lawyer. Like, everybody goes to this person. All right? Nigga gave you literally gave you a lawyer's number. By the way, champ. All right? Hit the like, share the video. Let's proceed.
In addition to breaking out as Diddy's hype man in the 90s, Mason Darrell Betha, or Mace, released 3 studio albums through Bad Boy Records. Mace eventually had a falling out with Combs and his record label.
I never got paid what I was worth, and I never got the respect I was worth. So the disdain that I got for Puff is more like, you trying to keep me here.
Leading up to his former collaborator's arrest, Mace claimed Combs cheated him with a $20,000 publishing deal and had been withholding royalties for decades. In a 2022 interview, Combs asserted that Mace owed him $3 million.
That's facts. I got the receipt.
Second album, you gave him money to do a second album, never delivered.
Did the album, never delivered. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to go back and forth with Mace. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going back and forth with nobody.
Combs nevertheless returned the publishing rights to Mace and several other Bad Boy artists the following year. Although Mace was among the first to call Combs out over royalties, he wouldn't be the last. In 2024, former bandmate Don Richards sued Combs, citing, among other things, roughly $5 million in unpaid earnings.
Dawn had the choice to file the case as a Jane Doe, and she chose not to do that. After giving it a fair amount of thought, she wants accountability, she wants justice.
Cat Williams.
I sure hope I have a Club Shay Shay after this air.
It's gonna be in a dimension it's never been.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
The greatest thing floating in 2024. Mark the words. No way. In a whole different realm of business.
Comedian Cat Williams is no stranger to run-ins with the law and reported abusive behavior. As such, it's understandable why some would call Williams' credibility into question. In January 2024, though, Williams made several remarks about Combs that only became more relevant in the months to come. On Shannon Sharp's Club Shay Shay podcast, Williams touched upon the now notorious Diddy parties, advising people to just say no.
And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did. I did. See, I got the receipts for everything I'm telling you. That's why I can say them so freely.
Can I need no?
While his reasons were somewhat vague, Williams was especially concerned about protecting a certain area of his body. Williams didn't elaborate further, although he took another shot at Combs later in the interview.
I know how blessed I am. If I look at it, I got it. That's how Diddy be feeling.
Come on, man.
Now remember, I don't know if y'all remember, but in the Pimp Chronicles, right? In the Pimp Chronicles, if you seen the Pimp Chronicles early on, he was talking about the all-white mansion parties. Do y'all remember that? He was talking about the all-white mansion party. This is Cat Williams, right? Later on, they kind of blacklisted, bro. Like the mansion parties. Why are you talking about the mansion parties that go on in Hollywood and stuff like that? Things happen, all right? This was way back then. It's like 2005, maybe 2006. Feel me? Almost 18 years ago. Bro was talking about the mansion party. So it wasn't the first time he was quote unquote putting anything out there. All right. But he was putting it out there about what's going on in Hollywood and the other stuff that happens. And because of that, he kind of got blackballed for a little bit, right? You didn't really see him that often. He wasn't doing too many, comedy tours, anything like that. It was a little while since we seen him like really on top or even in like media getting real press like that. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure y'all hitting the like. Make sure y'all sharing the video. Let's continue. Come on, gang.
The recent allegations regarding Combs' quote, freak-out parties and alleged abuse have painted Williams' words in a whole new light. Aubrey O'Day. What do Donald Trump and Diddy have in common? Well, arguably quite a few things, but singer-slash-reality star Aubrey O'Day is one of them. Once mentored by Combs, O'Day later appeared on the 5th season of The Celebrity Apprentice.
I am a very strict businesswoman because working for Diddy for 6 years trained me to have to be perfect.
Working for Diddy.
Absolutely.
I love Diddy.
When O'Day brought up her association with Diddy, Trump was quick to shower him with praise. O'Day tiptoed around her former boss, unwilling to say if he was a, quote, good guy, as Trump described him.
I don't want to answer that
Oh,
question.
wow. I think he's a good guy. I'm going to stick up for him.
During a 2019 interview with Variety, O'Day went into greater detail. Discussing her time on the Diddy-produced Making the Band, O'Day said, quote, "We were scared to death with what would happen with Puff each day. I experienced everything from race remarks to sexism, and a lot of it was scary."
Hold on. Salute to Aram Chase with the $2 in town taxes who said, you see the picture with K-Dot with the filmmaker? Yeah, I did. It's a very old picture, by the way. I've seen it, though. That was a while ago. That was well before Drake and Kendrick's Drake and Kendrick's beef, but I seen it. Yeah, I seen it. I mean, I don't know what he plans on or intends to do with the guy, but I seen the picture, champ. I ain't gonna lie. Salute you for paying your town taxes. Let's continue. Hit that like, share the video. Let's keep going.
It's Gene Deal, his bodyguard.
Yeah, I talked to him yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
Because he had a really astonishing quote.
You should hear the one he's not saying. It's even crazier.
Right. So he's got stuff in the tuck that he hasn't put out there?
Everybody does.
Wendy Williams.
I have broken up with somebody.
Who?
I don't want to say.
Do we know the person?
Maybe.
Okay.
After being fired from Hot 97 in 1998, Wendy Williams accused Combs of playing a role. In 2004, Williams wrote that she would, quote, never forget the hell Combs put her through. Even so, Williams said that she didn't hate Combs. On a 2015 episode of her show, Williams commented on the allegations that Casey Ventura was hiding from Combs.
This is a beautiful dress, by the way, that she has on. And Puffy, you look great for all the hard partying.
Williams painted Combs as a, quote, mogul you can't escape. The same year, Williams asked Jennifer Lopez if she would ever get back together with Combs. Lopez's mother, Guadalupe Rodriguez, basically answered for her daughter with a look that said everything. Although they reconciled in 2017, viewers have been waiting on pins and needles to hear Williams' thoughts about Combs in the wake of his arrest.
You are exhausting me. Let me tell you something. This week has been hella exhausting.
50 Cent. Curtis James Jackson III, aka 50 Cent, is another big name who's had a long-standing feud with Combs. It all started with 50 Cent's 2006 diss track, The Bomb, which alleged that Combs was connected to the murder of Biggie Smalls.
She scared them boys from the west side to break them off.
There's still little concrete evidence backing up that conspiracy theory. In October 2023, though, 50 Cent elaborated on his beef with Diddy, describing his parties as, quote, uncomfortable.
That's not really beef, though. That's just competitive.
Competitiveness.
All right, so you and Diddy, you and Puff cool?
No, I don't really rock with him.
Okay.
During his final lap tour, 50 Cent said Diddy would, quote, hug you from the front and the back at the same time. 50 Cent has been even more vocal about Combs following the...
The first time. He dissed Birdman and Lil Wayne for kissing on his camera, too. Don't forget. Salute to Dre Wilson with the $4.99 in town taxes, who says, you think Suge Knight knew about Diddy back in the day and influenced Drake for what he is now? Allegedly, also salute to you, man. You said, I don't think Suge Knight knew about Diddy back in the day and influenced. I don't think any of them guys influenced Drake, to be honest. People don't really deal with Drake. Like, people like, somebody like Suge Knight would never deal with Drake, bro. People don't like Drake. I don't think you realize that. A lot of people do not like Drake. Never did. Like, Drake ain't that guy. Like, he don't got friends like that. Now, Diddy might have been some type of influence. He been around Diddy a lot, but Diddy also smacked that man twice. And the second time he did it, it was recorded on camera. And somebody got that footage of Drake getting violated by Diddy. And when I say violated, I mean catching 5 to the face, right, by Diddy, all right? Because that's on camera. Somebody got that footage. Will it ever drop? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe somebody got to pay a certain amount to get that footage, all right? Make sure you're hitting the like. Make sure you're sharing the video. Let's continue. Come on,
raid
gang.
on his homes. It's also been reported that 50 Cent sold a docuseries to Netflix entitled Did He Do It?
I guess this means I won't be invited to the white parties in the Hamptons.
Tupac Shakur. Speaking of conspiracies, 50 Cent has also claimed that Combs got Tupac.
Guess I won't be invited to the white parties in the Hamptons. Oh, yeah. Well, we haven't seen 50 Cent with Michael Rubin now, have we? Even though that's super old. I mean, the white party's been going on before Michael Rubin started hosting them. Let's be real honest. But we haven't seen Fifth at them white parties now, have we? We haven't seen him there. If we're being honest, all right? Certain individuals we did not see there. Make sure y'all hitting the like and sharing the video. Let's continue.
Killed. Again, there isn't much backing this up, although Tupac was also skeptical of Combs.
If these rumors or allegations are true, it would make sense he would be able to get away from it, or get away with it for so long because people would be afraid.
Speaking with Vibe magazine in 1995, Shakur was asked if he thought Combs was connected to his shooting the previous year. Shakur did not hold back, saying, quote, I believe so, adding that, quote, it's between me and him, and only he knows.
I have proved things that I can say that will back up my claim, but this is not for the world to know about.
About a year later, Shakur was involved in another shooting, this one proving fatal. Dwayne Keefe D. Davis, who was arrested for Tupac's murder in 2023, once said that Combs offered $1 million to carry out Shakur's assassination.
I think that was a bad move, dude, you know what I'm saying? To me. Yeah, but show some love, brother love.
Whether or not Combs was involved, Shakur's words paint the portrait of a violent man. Rodney Lil Rod Jones. While Combs has faced numerous accusations throughout the years, Rodney Lil Rod Jones was among the first to take serious legal action, contributing to the mogul's current circumstances. Jones was a producer on Combs' The Love album Off the Grid. According to Jones, though, he, quote, endured many things that went far beyond his role as a producer.
Claims made by Jones include hidden cameras in the rap mogul's home, saying, quote, Mr. Combs allegedly threatened to eat Mr. Jones's face in order to get what he wants.
Jones alleged that Combs repeatedly groped him and made him participate in unwanted sexual activities. This included having to work in the bathroom as Combs showered. What's more, Jones claimed that he woke up naked in bed with Combs and 2 sex workers after being drugged. His lawsuit also implicates Combs' son Justin and Chief of Staff Christina Coram, the latter of whom was accused of grooming.
Basically calls her the Ghislaine Maxwell to Sean Combs' Jeffrey Epstein.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to
That's Ghislaine Maxwell, not Ghislaine, my dear. Not Ghislaine. Ghislaine Maxwell, to be very, very clear.
And he, like, you could tell that she was afraid of him.
In 2015, Ventura shared an image of a sleeping baby, posting, quote, how I sleep, knowing that I'm single and nobody cheated on me. The next year, it was reported that the two were seen arguing in Beverly Hills.
They went into the bedroom and shut the door, and all I could hear is screaming and yelling, and whatever was going on in there, I don't know.
5 years after their final breakup, Ventura filed a lawsuit against Combs, accusing him of domestic violence, sexual abuse, and sex trafficking. Although Combs denied these claims, the lawsuit would be settled out of court. This wasn't the end, as footage from 2016 surfaced.
It appears to corroborate Cassie's claims identically. Really, Jake, the lawsuit lines up with exactly what we are seeing.
Combs issued an apology, while many have supported Ventura for marking the beginning of his downfall. What other celebrity accounts have you looking at Diddy differently? Let us know in the comments.
Salutes to Miss Mojo with that video. Salute to her. All right, but you know, this is crazy, and we'll get into some other things in a second, but we gotta clear the air, gang. We gotta clear the air. See, there was an event that took place last night that the mayor doesn't appreciate. All right, and we're gonna address this right here, right now, because I don't give a damn. See, I don't know what type of substances y'all be on. I don't know what type of drugs y'all be on, but you talking to me, all right? I don't know who the hell y'all think y'all are. I'm not talking about y'all. But who I am talking about, and I'm gonna be very specific, is I'm talking about the grill, champ. The grill. Y'all know who this is. This person looks familiar to y'all. The grill. Y'all know, the grill, right? Y'all know who that is. The guy who, that guy who wears his glasses and all that. You know what I'm talking about. The grill, right? I don't know what you got going on, champ. All right. Some of y'all know who that is. The grill, who, like, that name rhymes or something. Last night, you lost your mind. Now, I don't know what you be drinking. All right. I don't know what you was on, but you said F the mayor because you said the mayor stole from you. Look here, champ. I didn't steal nothing from you, champ. Apparently, somebody stole the lights from your crib because you don't have any lights, right? Every time you go live, it's dim as hell, champ, and you wear a hoodie and you look just like this. All right. I don't know who the hell convinced you to come at me because you got to be on something. To come for me, champ, you got to be high or drunk or something. Let me tell you something. You better stop drinking alcohol on live. Also, we want a public apology. By the way, okay? You called Drea the B word multiple times too. We want an apology, champ. And I'm telling you, you better give an apology. I'm promising you need to give an apology. I'm telling you to give an apology. Because if you don't, there's consequences, shit. Let me tell you. There is consequences. I want a public apology, and Drea better get an apology. Do you understand what I'm telling you, champ? I'm telling you. The grill. The grill. That guy. Looks just like this, all right? If you see him, you saw him, all right? But you need to give a thorough apology, champ, all right? Because you definitely are somebody who gets twin-size rug sleep. I know for a fact, all right? I can see the Starburst rappers all over your hood every time you go live, champ. By the way, all right? We see the Starburst rappers is stuck to that same jacket you wear every single video. By the way, Keep my name out of your mouth. All right? Stop acting like people are stealing from you. Nobody stole from you, bro. Nobody stole from you, you idiot. You got your content from TikTok and got mad at me because I got more information of it. Because guess what? I got people that's friends with Mike Zombie. And Mike Zombie still signed to OVO. Oh, you didn't know that. So you mad at me and you get drunk and go on live talking crazy about me. Like I won't fry you up like I am right now, champ. What do you think this is, champ? I got 40,000 more subscribers than you, by the way. In case you didn't, I got 40,000 more subs than you do, all right? 10,000. Let me make the math later. 10,000 more subs. 40,000 is too much. If you multiply your subs, 10,000 more subs than you, gang. What the hell did you think this was, gang? Like, you got to be insane. Like, come on, gang. This is a problem, all right? This is a huge issue. You dig? A huge issue. A huge issue, all right? Like, come on, man. Like, how did you think that was cool to even disrespect me or disrespect another woman like that? Okay, to be very clear, I have 36,000 more subs than you. Let me be clear. I got 36,000 more subs than you do, okay? You dig? You had no reason to disrespect me last night, all right? And I don't care who rock with him. I don't give a damn who rocks with him. You can rock with him. Just know the mayor don't rock with him. All right? Because here's what y'all don't know about this guy. This same guy disrespects other black women on Discord, on King Act 47's Discord. Did y'all know that? See, I was made well aware about the type of time that this guy is on. This guy, behind the scenes, be disrespecting women on a regular basis. You dig what I'm saying? I'm talking about the grill. The grill. Y'all know who it is. So last night he did a live that he actually deleted, but we want an apology. We don't care about the deletion. Make an apology. Because you disrespected someone who's helping multiple YouTubers who are correcting you because you got mad that people were telling you that I was stealing from you. And then you get the curse saying F Showface. Yo, bro. I don't give a damn if at the end of your video you said, oh, salute to Showface. Nah, nigga, stop drinking on live. I don't give a damn about y'all drinking on live and acting out. Because when you drink on live, you literally telling the truth. Getting drunk and getting high on YouTube and crashing out will never be acceptable, especially if you're talking down on my name. I'm just saying, all right? Do me a favor. Get a blanket. Stop going to sleep in your hoodie, champ. How about that? All right? Get more lighting in your videos. Before you come at me, get some light, champ. All right? Get some light. That's what I'm saying. But you owe me an apology and you owe Dre an apology. And if we don't get an apology, matter of fact, I better get an apology by tomorrow. How's that? I better get an apology by tomorrow. Okay? If not, there's consequences. That's what I'm saying. You better apologize. And remember, the mayor said you better apologize. Because if I don't get one, champ, it's going to be a problem. I don't know who you new niggas think y'all are. Some of y'all didn't pop off till this Drake and Kendrick stuff popped off. Guess what, gang? I've been popping off with or without Drake or Kendrick content. I know what y'all think. The mayor popped because of Kendrick and Drake. No, I've been popping before Kendrick and Drake. There was a time I was competing with TMZ for views. Don't get this shit twisted, gang. Don't get it twisted. All right? Y'all some new niggas. Y'all new niggas be coming around because y'all got some Kendrick and Drake views. Think y'all know how this shit work. No, gang. Don't let the game F you up, gang. All right? You didn't come up with no content, and nobody just randomly comes up with content on their own. You get your content from TikTok and all this other shit. All right? But please be advised. We better get an apology, though. You better get an apology by tomorrow. By the way, I better get one, and Drea better get one. If not, it's consequences. I promise. Because I still have the link that you deleted. By the way, the link of that video that you deleted, I still got the video. So, again, we better get an apology by tomorrow. I'm telling you, straight up. You better get an apology. You feel me? We better get one. I'm telling you. You new to these streets, gang. I know how this works. So, again, Make sure tomorrow you have an apology video ready, a public apology. Because if not, guess what, gang? There's gonna be consequences. I'm telling you. Y'all gonna learn how this YouTube thing works. I know how it works. Don't let me make you an example, Chad. Okay? Let me just say that. But keep my name out your mouth. Don't ever disrespect me, champ, because I'll really make a movie out you. You understand me? You see this right here? This is an exact reflection. This is an exact reflection, all right? You don't want the mayor to get evil. You don't want the mayor to get evil, because I could really do that. And that's how I knew you was drunk. Because nobody in their right mind would come for me like they wouldn't become a movie. All right. This is what I do. I turn niggas into movies. This is just a little example of where this can go, by the way. Okay. His name is JV. Hey, he lives JV. How about that? His living space is JV, junior varsity. How about that? His living space is junior varsity level, champ. You have a junior varsity level channel. How about that? Aw, champ. Listen, gang. Leave my name out the bullshit. Apologize. All right? Apologize and you won't become a movie, okay? That's what I'm going to say, all right? Stop taking naps in your hoodie. I never seen someone on YouTube who refuses to take their hoodie off, all right? That's what I'm going to say. Right, I don't know what you got going on, but we need an apology because I didn't do nothing to you. I showed you love, champ. But Lord, don't let this go any farther, champ. Don't let this go any farther because it can go there. You dig? Apologize to the grill. Apologize, champ. All right. Or champ. And that's it. That's it for that. Now, back to this Diddy nonsense. So Justin Bieber. Yeah. You got some stuff going on. Make sure y'all smash the like button and share the video. Let's continue.
Me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn and everyone, telling me they love me and, just turn their back on you in a second.
A 2022 interview from Justin Bieber has resurfaced in the wake of Diddy's legal drama. In the sit-down with Zane Lowe 4 years ago, Justin isn't talking about the disgraced media mogul directly, but his past trauma in the music industry, his album Changes, and being a newlywed to wife Haley.
I think that I was just, living in this shame, living in all this sort of stuff of my past, and I wasn't able to move on.
Talk of the video comes after footage of Diddy and Justin also resurfaced on social media recently.
Not anyone could just be in the position that I'm in.
Video shows Diddy alongside teenage Justin, leaving people to speculate if, at the time, he subjected the pop star to his alleged freak-offs.
Combs allegedly planned and controlled the sex performances, which he called freak-offs. And he often electronically recorded them. The freak-offs sometimes lasted days at a time.
You're going to hear about my party. They're going to be shutting them down. They're going to probably be arresting me, doing all types of crazy things just because we want to have a good time.
During the Zane Lowe interview, Justin breaks down in tears when talking about wanting to protect Billie Eilish, who at the time quickly rose to superstar status.
Well, I just wanted to be a good example, and it was hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn and everyone, telling me they love me and, just turn their back on you in a second. I just wanted to protect her, I don't want her to go through anything I went through. I don't wish that upon anybody.
When it comes to what Justin thinks of these allegations, a source tells ET Justin's not focused on what is going on with Diddy or the allegations against him.
I mean, I don't know what happened with Justin and Puff, right? We gotta assume the worst. Listen, one thing we don't know for a fact is if Diddy is a Geppetto. We don't know. We haven't had anything suggesting that the man is a Geppetto, all right? We haven't seen anything Is what I'm gonna say. If we do, then we could go all the way with it. We don't know. There could be numerous people who have done things to Justin. You know what I'm saying? Numerous people. But but yeah, man, this is crazy. I mean, I don't put nothing past Puff whatsoever. Don't put nothing past him, but we do need some proof that the man is definitely a Geppetto. If we get that, oh yeah, he's finished. He's done. He's finished. He's done. You dig? But all champs, yeah, man. Make sure y'all smashing the like button and sharing the video. Let's continue.
Instead, our insider says Justin and Hailey are focused on baby Jack, whom they welcomed in August. They've been absorbed in their own happiness and family, appreciating this time together. In fact, building a family with Hailey was top of mind during Justin and Zayn's chat, an idea that lifted the singer's spirits.
I'm really excited to have babies with you, enjoy, just celebrate, you know, all the amazing things that we've been given. Because we are blessed, babe. We are, man. There's so much pain in the world, and we don't understand why, and there's so much things that are so unexplainable. But what is the reality? We are blessed, you know?
Yeah. So to go even further, they got an even more, I guess, closer look at Diddy's and Justin Bieber's relationship as well. Crazy enough.
Of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So and we gonna go full crazy.
We're going crazy. Pop superstar Justin Bieber was once mentored by Sean Diddy Combs. Now, after Combs' arrest on federal sex trafficking charges, old videos are raising questions about Combs' interactions with Bieber. I take a closer look at their relationship through the years. Welcome to Crime Fix. I'm Anjanette Levy. For the last several days, social media has been full of videos of Sean Combs. You can't click on TikTok or X without seeing something about Diddy. It's practically all you see, and this, of course, comes after Combs' arrest on racketeering, conspiracy, and sex trafficking charges. At this point, Combs is accused of sex trafficking involving one victim, his ex-girlfriend of many years, Cassie Ventura. The indictment says the allegations date back to 2008. Combs has pleaded not guilty, and his lawyer says he hasn't committed any crimes. But there are a lot of people questioning who knew what and when, given that at least part of what Cassie Ventura claimed was backed up by a video obtained by CNN that showed Combs beating Cassie Ventura as the U.S. attorney said she tried to escape one of his freak-off sex parties. And many people are wondering whether other celebrities were a part of these freak-offs. And worse, is it possible that some people, maybe other celebrities, were actually victimized? We don't know at this point, but what we do know is that videos of Sean Combs and Justin Bieber have been all over X and TikTok for days.
First of all, salute to Crime Fix, by the way. Salute to Crime Fix. But we got to get the likes up, gang. We got so many people in the building. Can we at least get the likes to 200 plus at least? Hit that like. Hit the like. Let's get the likes to at least 200 plus. There's enough people in the room, in the building. Let's get those like the likes. Help the algorithm, helps the channel. We do need to get those likes up, though, gang. You only need a couple more. We at least need to get up to 200 plus likes. All right? Salute to the chat. Smash that like button. Share the video. Let's continue. Come on.
Specifically this one when Bieber was 15.
As soon as you turn 16, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you rock this every time you come to LA. Yeah, this gonna be yours. So every time you come to LA, it's a little dusty, but you know, come get the front shot.
Man.
Minute.
Woo. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna be driving this next year.
I'm going to say this, right? So if you're in the chat, don't disrespect other people in the chat. I'm going to say this right now. Like, I get the trolling and all that, but the moment you start getting disrespectful, you get time out. I give you time out for 10 minutes because you're doing too much. At this point, you're doing a form of glazing that I don't like, right? You're glazing, champ. I'm just going to keep it 1,000 with you. You're glazing, gang. And that's okay. You're going to get 10 minutes in the shadow realm, though, all right? Till you get your act together, all right? Chill out. Don't disrespect anybody in the chat. And if you continue to do it, guess what? It's 24 hours. It's 86K seconds of fitness for you, by the way. But chill out, man. Relax. All right, anybody wilding, we're gonna have to, discipline, champ. Shoulder workout, discipline. All right. This is a crazy still shot of Puff's face, by the way. Looks suspicious. Get the likes, share the video. Let's continue. Come on.
Now, that video has been viewed more than 5 million times on Justin Bieber's YouTube channel. He was 15 at the time, and he was staying with Combs for 48 hours.
You know, I have been given custody of him. You know, he signed to Usher.
I'm signed to Usher.
I had legal guardianship of Usher when you know, he did his first album. I did Usher's first album.
Justin Bieber is now a pop megastar. He's loved by fans around the world. In 2009, at the time of this video, though, he wasn't really known. He was just a kid, and his first album was coming out. Bieber is originally from Canada, and Usher signed him to manage his career. Usher actually got his start in the business through Sean Combs. He lived with him for a year when he was 13, and Usher talked about his time living with Combs on the Howard Stern show back in 2016. He was sent to what was called Puffy Flavor Camp.
And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
in the 90s. Do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really. I mean, but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it. And it was but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
So nobody tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I want to tell you about a great free app. It's called Upside, and it will give...
Oh, nah, baby. We got to skip that. Sorry. Salute to the advertisements. We don't need that. We don't need that app. We good. We all right.
Now, when asked if he would send his kids to live with Sean Combs, Usher said, hell no. But back to Justin Bieber and the videos of him making the rounds with Combs. The one from when he was 15 has raised some eyebrows, given what we know now.
Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. What you want to do? What you want to do over the next 48 hours?
48 hours. Let's go. Let's just go get some girls. Let's go hang out with some girls.
Man after my heart. That's what I'm talking about.
Now, let's be clear. This could have all just been a joke. But in 2020, Justin Bieber gave a tearful interview to Apple Music in which he talked about wanting to protect Billie Eilish from the...
Super Stay Gold Radio with the $5 in town taxes. Who says? Slap the fire out of whoever sent their kids to Flavor Camp. Oh, champ. You might have to, right? If this man was indulging in some sick things, he might have to violate those who sent their kids to Flavor Camp. I ain't even gonna lie. Make sure y'all hit the like. Make sure y'all share the videos to Mayor. Let's continue our channel.
Music industry and the things that he had been through. There are other videos of Bieber and Combs that have circulated online.
What's up, man? You good?
I'm good. How are you?
All right, young brother, everything's good?
Everything's
Selling
great.
out arenas and everything?
Yeah.
Starting to act different, huh?
No,
you ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you tried to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But you never really got my number, so.
Correct. Okay.
My number?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you my number.
Yeah.
Again, does this video mean anything? It could just be a teenage kid caught in an awkward moment. In 2015, Combs presented Bieber with an American Music Award for Best Collaboration. And there's another video showing a birthday celebration. It shows an exchange on one of Bieber's birthdays. And finally, the fourth video making the rounds was recorded 3 years ago.
Why you got his hand on his chest though? What type time you on, game? But that's had to violate your hand. You don't get those sweet hands off my chest, gang. If you don't get your wet, silky hands off of my chest, champ, respectfully, all right, you better get those non-gluten. Your hands is gluten, 100% gluten hands, champ. Those are Cinnabon hands. Those hands are sticky and wet. I don't want it, champ. All right, I don't want those moisturized hands on me, champ. Pause. I don't want any man hands on me specific, but damn it, yours is moist, all right? Extra moist in the cold and moist in the warmth, all right? Oh, champ, yeah, get your hands off my chest before you lose those hands, champ. Respectfully. Nasty work. Nasty work.
Let's play that again. Some speculated that Combs was looking to see whether Bieber was wearing a wire when he patted him down. It seemed a little awkward for sure. Around this,
Wearing a wire. Oh, champ. I might have a point. We don't know, though. He was doing a search like, nigga, we just got a TSA, champ. You might have a suspicious device. You about to pat you down. This did look like some type of pat, or like low-key, but like bro was coming out of TSA with it. Like, hey, champ, the machine just went off. We're going to have to pat you down real quick. Make sure you ain't got nothing on you before we let you go on this flight. Our champ looks suspicious. What's going on here?
This time last year, Combs and Bieber collaborated on the song Moments for Diddy's The Love album, Off the Grid. This was, of course, before the first allegations made by Cassie Ventura surfaced. Combs settled the suit with her in a day, and then the federal raid happened in March of this year. So far, Justin Bieber, like many people who know Combs, has been silent. There may be a good reason for that. He just became a father for the first time. A source close to Bieber told People he's aware of Diddy's arrest and the allegations, but added, it's not anything that he wants to focus on, though. The insider, likely Bieber's publicist, continued, saying Bieber's been in a happy bubble since baby Jack was born, and he just wants to focus on being a great dad and husband. That is also completely understandable. Justin Bieber's a first-time father. He should want to enjoy this time and cherish every moment of it. But that hasn't stopped the chatter. This TikTok video from Bieber's father-in-law, actor Stephen Baldwin, has just added to the speculation about Diddy and Bieber.
You have heard the expression, the calm before the storm. There is always a calm before the storm, but then so is there another calm after the storm. There's a calm and then a storm.
Man, what the hell are you talking about, bro? You sound like you preaching low-key. There's a calm before the storm, and the storm before the calm. Like, yo, bro, cut this nonsense out. You sound like you about to sing opera or something, gang. Like, huh? You sound like you about to sing opera or something. If you don't get your masterpiece theater sounding ass up out of here, gang, respectfully, there's a calm before the storm, and the storm before the calm. And get your poetic ass out of here. How about that, champ? You ever thought about that? Get your poetic ass on somewhere. All right? Come on, gang. You gotta do better. Word. You're being mad, fake, mysterious. Like, nigga, shut up. Stop. You're not deep, bro. You're not deep at all. Nigga be trying to be deep. You be trying to be fake deep. Like, calm before the storm. Like, nigga, you're not wise or intelligent. You just high, nigga. You're not wise or intelligent. You're just high. Sorry, champ. I hate to burst your bubble, but you're just high, all right? You're not deep. You're not saying anything that is really, a lesson to learn. You're just high, all right? Make sure y'all smash the like button and share the video. Come on, gang. What are we doing? Stop it.
Storm and then another calm.
So you get the gist. And no one
No,
knows
I don't.
whether Stephen...
I don't get what the hell that nigga talking about. I don't know what he's saying. Calm before the storm, and then there's a calm. Like, yo, bro, huh? Nigga, you are high. That's what you are, champ. There ain't no calm before the storm. You just calm and high. All right? Nigga moving with the melodies and all that. Oh, champ. Oh, champ. Come on, man. I hit the like, share the video. Come on, gang. Come on, gang.
Baldwin was actually referring to the Sean Combs situation or his son-in-law, Justin Bieber, but that video certainly has had people on X wondering. I want to bring in Mitra Ahorian. She is an entertainment attorney in Los Angeles. So, Mitra, what are people saying out there on the street? What's the chatter in Hollywood about Sean Combs' arrest?
I think the chatter is some of what we're already hearing in the news, except that there are actual people who were at these parties who have interacted with him. Puffy was one of the, and is, we can say is, one of the most influential artists and producers in the hip hop world. We all grew up listening to his music. He's been, responsible for bringing a lot of artists, developing a lot of other artists. And so he was so tied into the celebrity world for such a long time that, of course, everyone sort of interacted with him, right? The level of interaction is sort of what's going to vary. So in terms of the chatter that's going around, everyone, I think, is just thinking, oh, wow, like I've spent time with this person, or I've worked with this person, and they may not necessarily have known what was going on behind closed doors or the extent of it. So I think the chatter is really more about, wow, we didn't know this level of perversion, dare I say.
So there's a distinction in Hollywood between going to a Diddy party and a freak off, because the freak offs are what the U.S. attorney says were illegal. So you're saying, it sounds like that people are saying, well, I went to a party, maybe a white party or some other type of Diddy party, but I didn't go to a freak off.
Yeah, I think, definitely people are going to be wanting to distance themselves from the freak offs, right? So this weird phrase that he came up with, and sort of the things that are coming out about what allegedly took place at these sort of orchestrated orgies with, minors and sex workers, and, the kind of things that I think a lot of people who are, who maybe didn't participate in that aspect of it are very shocked at. And so there is absolutely a distancing, and it's not just, parties, right? Though celebrities had actual friendships with Diddy, right? They spent time together outside of going to parties with going to parties at his house or anything like that. And they might have even partied with him just in the context of just, normally, what we think of normal partying, so to speak. But, and that doesn't necessarily mean that they participated in what sounds like a very specific, a set of activities that absolutely would rise to the level of criminal allegations that we're seeing now.
Let's talk about Justin Bieber. I mean, I can't go on Twitter or TikTok or any of these social media platforms, it seems like, without seeing a video of Justin Bieber or Usher with Sean Combs. I mean, Sean Combs, as you mentioned, is one of the most influential producers in rap music and hip hop. He mentored Usher. Usher lived with him for a year when he was 13, and Usher kind of has said, I saw some stuff while I was there. He didn't really go into much more detail, but there's this whole thing about Justin Bieber, and people are speculating and wondering if anything untoward happened there. At this point in time, Sean Combs is charged with crimes related to one person, and that is Cassie Ventura.
Hold on, we got a new member. We got the homie Pete, the new member, joining Gotham. Salute to you for joining Gotham. By the way, there are rats on 53rd Street that I think you might want to get a firearm license for, all right, champ? If you see those rats, you're going to need artillery, champ. I just want to let you know up front. Salute to you for joining the town, gang, all right? Make sure y'all hitting the like. Make sure y'all sharing the video. Let's continue with this madness. Salute to the chat, man.
So what do you make of people asking these questions, specifically about Justin Bieber?
I think people are very concerned with what was happening with the minors that he was surrounding himself with. He was Usher's guardian. Usher lived with him, right? Usher's the one that brought Bieber in. Bieber was 15 at the time. So while we may be talking about other celebrities in the context of what did they know and what did they not speak about, the difference here when we talk about Bieber and we talk about Usher is these were kids. Like, they were truly kids in an environment that, even if nothing happened to them, even witnessing anything along the lines of what we're hearing about in the indictment is abuse, in my opinion, right? So no child should be exposed to those sorts of things, especially from people that they're idolizing, people that they're relying on to help them in their dreams. And so I think that is very different when we talk about Bieber and Usher. I think it's a very different conversation than when.
I think it's weird that King Combs and Diddy both knowingly clapped the same woman. That's weird to me. If you and your dad are both thrashing the same woman, that's weird as hell to me. Why is it even normal? Or should it be normal for you and your pops to thrash the same chick? Is weird. Weird behavior. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. That ain't it, gang. I'm sorry. I thought that was insanely suspect. How can y'all be okay with that? What type of relationship? Feel me? That's weird. What are we doing, gang? Weird work. Weird work in here. I'm just gonna keep it 1,000, man. Oh man, J Ray said there's a chick Quincy King and Diddy both thrashed. All champ. All three of them. Yeah, that's wild work. That's insane to me. That's literally wild. I'm just gonna keep it a beam with
we're
y'all.
talking about other celebrities who may witness some of this.
You know, there have been some clips online of Justin Bieber, talking about things that he went through in the music industry. He doesn't really elaborate on that, but at times becomes tearful. We don't know what he's exactly referring to. And we have no idea if it relates to Sean Combs or anybody else. But, it's very sad to watch. And so I think there are people speculating. Plus, he's not commenting on this other than to say, he's kind of shocked. He's shocked by these allegations, as anybody would be. And he's kind of rethinking and thinking about, his collaboration with him on his latest album and things of that nature. What do you think about all that speculation? I mean, do you think it's warranted? And, or do you think that this is people kind of looking for something, and wondering and hoping that that there's some there?
I think that anyone who's worked in the music industry has seen some things that they may not see in other contexts. And, that's a part of it. And I think that coming into this industry so young, you're going to be exposed to some things that you would not be exposed to if you weren't in the music industry at that age. And that's Bieber. Bieber just had a baby. He had some health, stuff that was happening in his family, himself, his wife, Haley. They've been through a lot. They're in a very different place than, he was when he was first starting out in his career. We all evolve. And also, he's known to be a Christian, a practicing Christian. So does he want to have, any affiliation with any of this? No. But I think that even for him, where he is in his life right now, I think it is a smart thing for him to just not even get involved in anything, especially if he just saw some things that were questionable, but really didn't. And something in me, obviously this isn't based on fact. Something in me says that Justin saw some things, but not all of it. I think Usher saw a lot more. He was living at the house.
Interesting. I'm wondering if the federal prosecutors reach out to people like this. I mean, or the, Homeland Security agents, or are they just reaching out to women who may have been involved in these things and the people who filed the civil suits?
I think that federal prosecutors, since they do have the power to subpoena even people who have signed NDAs, would have to be, would be forced to testify if they are called. And I do think that it's going to be the people, undoubtedly, Usher is going to be called to testify. He was living in the home. There's going to be some people in his inner circle, less so with celebrities that are just, what we think about, like, oh, Khloe Kardashian was at his party, or, the sort of the idea of what was going on, the equivalent of this is perhaps the Epstein parties, right? So everyone wants to know who's on that list, who's on that list. There was politicians, there was, all these influential names, and anyone on that list needs to be brought down. I think there's an element of that here, but I think when it comes to the federal government and who they're going to subpoena, they're going to be subpoenaing people who they actually think witnessed, the behavior that is in the indictment, not just the party.
Well, we will keep an eye on it and looking.
Salute to Crime Face. So I'm gonna say this. Diddy in big trouble, man. I done seen some things. There's a bunch of new open court cases that's out right now where people are saying that Diddy did this, that, and the third. It's about to get bad. There's a lot of different cases. It's brand new cases every other day. New cases. This guy is gonna never be released. Will he make it? I don't know. I have no idea. Will he make it? We don't know. We don't know what's gonna happen yet. We don't know how this is gonna end. But guess what? Doesn't look good for Diddy at all. He might be done for. Like he'll never see the light of day ever again. There's no way possible, right? Now, unfortunately, this is definitely a cancellation for sure. And all of those bad boy records are being looked at, with a side eye now. You feel what I'm saying? So it's crazy, man. It's insane, but we got a lot of classics from Diddy. We can't deny that. We did get a lot of classics from Diddy, but goddamn it, if you was out here doing this sick behavior, and it's over, man. It's a wrap. Your legacy is tarnished. Everything you've done means nothing now. Feel me? Salute to Mel Penn with the $9.99 in town taxes, who says, it is so telling how the media is so sympathetic and understanding to Justin Bieber, but not sympathetic and understanding to Usher. Oh, champ. Makes sense. We don't know what happened with Usher. Some people are trying to make it seem like Usher is a criminal based on the fact that he did indeed wipe out most of his tweets on Twitter, as well as the singer Pink, who also did the same thing that Usher did. And then Usher said, hey, I was hacked, which is clearly a lie, nigga. Nobody hacked you, shit. You got 7,000 plus tweets removed from Twitter. All right. So something's going on, more than we actually know right about now. I guess we'll find out later. Okay. But make sure y'all hitting the like button and sharing the video. You let me know what you think in the comments. We're going to have more content tomorrow. Unfortunately, couldn't really do any other lives today, but tomorrow's a different day, a new day. We're gonna have more content. But gang, it's the mayor, the one and only real New York Mayor F. Eric Adams, and you're rocking with the town favorite Showface News. It's Big Gotham. You already know it's the town versus everybody at all times. Make sure you hit the like button and share the video. Subscribe right now if you're new. Join the Discord. The Discord is super lit. Link is in the chat, always in the description, and will be in the comments. I'm up out of here, gang. Salute. Let's get it. Let's go. Gentlemen, do the mayor a favor and go to showfacenews.com for the brand new mayor merch. Yes, wear the mayor's quotes in style all fall, all winter long. For the remainder of 2024, the mayor will be providing brand new merch each and every month. All right, look. We have the All Champs tees out right now, as well as the Hug Your Shadow hoodies and tees. Wear the mayor merch in style only at showfacenews.com. Get your orders in. The orders ship fast. Get it right now. Everybody's buying it. Subscribe to the mayor. Time on social media, you can't get the numbers you want. Your traction is terrible, but you need to get that boost to get to where you want to be and go viral. You came to the right place, gang. You gotta holler at Drea the Virgo on Instagram, because she's helping endless YouTubers get to where they want to be, get to the mountaintop right now. I'm talking about more views, more traction, more likes, more comments, cross-platforming, you name it. I mean TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, more followers, more subscribers, more money. All right, listen, you gotta go and follow Drea the Virgo right now. Hit her in the DMs, because guess what? She's loaded, all right? She's helping everybody. I mean, everybody, champ. She's even helping the mayor. Yes, the mayor's getting help from Drea the Virgo. You need to holler at her right now so you can get your numbers up, right, and get to this money, get to this bag, quit your job, stop working a 9 to 5 and be a successful entrepreneur. Holler at Drea the Virgo right new LAX Gotham podcast starring LA's own Gangland Neem, one of the best up-and-comers in Los Angeles on the streaming platform, and New York City's own, the real New York mayor, Showface News. It's epic. It's crazy. Make sure you tap in every Sunday. Every single Sunday, you'll see Gangland Neem live. But the one and only Showface News going crazy. Y'all make sure y'all tap in. It's the mayor. Stop playing.